multi-exclusive dimensional being Ka with another exclusive Grand Rising Kings, Queens, Gods, and Goddesses. So basically today's video is gonna be about Sun and Virgo, which is practicality, day to day, daily work and responsibilities and duties and routines. And of course, when we got the moon in Scorpio, that's basically dealing with the waters. That's already dealing with the moon aspect as far as feelings and emotions. And of course, when the moon is in Scorpio, you need to dive deep and delve deep into your hidden emotions as far as things you need to basically replenish and get rid of as far as transformational issues or things that you things that don't really serve you no purpose, or basically cleaning up that dirty rug, or basically putting yourself ambitions and goals and things that you strive for more most intensely and will passion that you're supposed to be utilized, because at the end of the day, that also plays with Mars, which is the masculine fire. And of course, when you got Scorpio, that's basically dealing with the feminine side of things, of course, the behind the scenes, or basically hidden agendas. And of course, when the moon is in Scorpio, you're supposed to be doing things behind the scene. You're not supposed to be too expressive, to be open, because you might slip up and basically slip some secrets upon the surface. You don't want things to be surface level. So having trust and taking power and control over these things is important. So taking power and control over self personal issues that you need to take care of, taking power control and basically putting definite transformation towards any possessions and things that you don't want to hold on to, as far as where you need to let go, because changes, because one man's or one lady's treasure somebody else's reoccupants. So basically also putting transformation towards self, surroundings and locations, people, places and things, and siblings. Also private home matters and shit, private home issues, as far as what you need to throw away is anything that don't serve you no purpose. You need to clear out your space, clear out your room and shit, clean it up. Or basically self expression and shit that you need to basically put transformation towards, as far as where you need to be more self expressive towards giving up on certain things that you don't value or prospect in your life. Also, daily work and routine, transformational issues, especially at work, making sure that you work in an environment that you basically are appreciated and being loved for and cared for. Also, putting definite transformation towards your relationship issue, because it also falls here too. Which, when we talking about Libra or any constellations like that in the seventh house, Scorpio don't really fuck with that constellation, and Libras don't fuck with that constellation either. But things can be worked out depending on how the person is, depending on what kind of state of being or awareness they in, and of course, putting definite transformation to values, or basically you got to put definite transformation towards shit in order for you to expand and grow. Which tomorrow the moon will be in motherfucking Sagittarius. And of course, if you basically hold on to things and you hold things in, they start to grow and get bigger and shit. And the bigger the orb, the heavier, the more spirits basically can go in there and intense that shit and take power and control over your life, to the point that things get too detrimental and it'll put you in a transformative state. So of course, also putting definite transformation towards any philosophical point of views, or thinking the belief systems that you basically don't value, or they don't value you, or you basically having your own concept and no idea. Basically, putting expansion, growth, and taking self transformation issues towards your personal career, or basically putting transformation towards people, places, things that you don't trust or value, or associations and shit like that. Or also basically, putting definite transformation towards your dreams or anything that's haunting you. Basically dealing with your past life experience. Remember, your past life can basically be brought back here into your existence. So you want to make sure you have clarity and make sure you clean out anything that's basically that is emotional baggage. And of course, we're about to get into these motherfucking energies of the motherfucking day. And of course, you want to make sure you're in a good state of being. And of course, you want to put definite transformation towards anything that don't serve you no purpose, people, places, and things. And also being more and overcoming your fears, and basically finding things and finding hidden secrets or hidden desires. It's time to basically be behind the scenes and reflect that, so you can receive this information as far as what you need to do, as far as what's holding you back, or any people, places, and things, or any deceit or any manipulation going on, any person behind the scenes, or anybody trying to like come behind you or try to start some shit. You can find all that information with this moon in Scorpio. You could also find that shit today too. Any day, but at the end of the day, when the influence is heavy at this time, it's time to take this into consideration. Also, we got the Sun trine Saturn, so it's basically seeing reality and taking care of our responsibilities and duties, and putting transformation towards anything that don't serve us no value, as far as where we maintain structure in life. Also, we got the Moon square Venus, so it's basically learning how to basically not be too close and intimacy with like relationships and shit like that, because you don't want to basically put yourself in the back burner of trying to rely and trust people all over again. These motherfuckers don't hold you in your best interest, or you don't hold them in your best interest. As far as where you trust in people, places, things, are basically feeling the need to detach or find ways of replenishing. Or you may be in a relationship right now, and you may just be going through this course due to this retrograde too. Also, we got Moon sextile Jupiter, so this basically dealing with feelings and emotions and passionate issues, passionate regression. As far as this is basically a sextile, it's opportunities for you to basically dig deep into your spiritual growth, into your spiritual expansion, your spiritual revolution during this time. You can be a teacher, have faith, and of course, this can be a calling as far as you can basically heal other people, places, and things. Also, we got Mercury square Pluto, so this basically power. This is thinking the communication and learn how to deal with power transformational issues as far as resurfacing or things that's coming up to the surface level. So we're gonna be learning how to basically find and think about deep hidden things as far as what we want to strive for or put transformation to, as far as whether it's good or bad. For me, can't have one without the other, heaven and hell at the same motherfucking time. So either way, depending on what kind of seeds you planted, is basically what you're gonna be dependent upon destruction or transformational purposes. And definite transformation is a good thing. It's not really something bad. So if you're looking at it like it's bad, that means you want to basically be here forever and basically not want to expand and grow into being a bigger conscious. So basically absorbing more light and creating more light as far as what you can basically take into consideration. Because at the end of the day, that's like being a cockroach in a motherfucking body for the rest of your life, sustaining your life. Everything you free, you ain't got to do nothing. You just basically roaming around eating all the crumbs and shit. Who want to do that shit for the rest of their life? You want to basically expand and get bigger in consciousness. So take that into consideration with this body as an animalistic nature that you want to basically replenish and move around and get through from point A to point B to point C. Also, we got Mars square Saturn, so that's basically dealing with our passion. It's slow to basically surface level, especially with retrograde. So the more impact that you put into the progress, the bigger the orb, and basically things that start flowing. But of course, it takes a strong mind, it takes a strong willpower for you to basically push towards what you need to get through as far as what you want to have, self-career and ambitions in life. I mean, it takes time, but procrastination ain't gonna get it done. For me, you gotta really basically stay ahead of the game and basically stay strong and stay focused and basically put your chin up and keep your head high, and so you can basically get from point A to point B. Also, we got Jupiter sextile Neptune, so this basically dealing with passionate expansion as far as dealing with our creations, inventiveness, and our imagination. So this is a good time to basically reflect that and put that out there. Also, that's creations too, and that's basically expansion and growth when we dealing with that aspect. So we're gonna be in a dreamy, harmonious state. So we're gonna also utilize our imagination towards shit that we want to basically create into this spectrum and not basically be relating or participating in other people's imagination or other fucking bullshit or fantasies that they basically drawing up for you to get lost into. Also, we got Sun trine Pluto, so this light shining on healing, on putting and seeing the behind the scenes as far as what's going on behind the world, the agendas, the illusions, the lies that you was basically being told. You're starting to see it, and you're basically having more insight on it now, especially with Mercury and Libra. So this basically dealing with justice and stability, and also dealing with cardinal air. So everybody gonna feel the need to have love and appreciation towards everybody's self freedom and shit, to the point you're gonna start to have to take power and control of your motherfucking life too. You want to make sure you do that every day. No days off. I mean, the sun shines every day, the moon rotates every day, and of course, the moon is basically in and out every day. So you want to make sure you in and out of experiences as far as what you want to add to your astral travel, and basically you want to basically detach from your astral motherfucking travel. Also, we got Moon sextile Pluto, so this basically dealing with mysterious awareness going on as far as deep regeneration things. We're more comfortable with putting transformation towards anything as far as our routine patterns and basically reshaping things and finding new ways of being more consistent and more practical and more private home matters as far as people, places, and things. Also, we got Mercury square Saturn, so it's basically being slow in thinking and communication and intellect. So the way we think and communicate may be slow at the moment, but at the end of the day, you always got to clear your mind from bullshit that you replenished from previously yesterday. This way, you won't be carrying too much heat and too much weight in your mind to the point that you got so much shit going on. You gonna get mind clutterness. You got to basically put some seasoning on that shit. Try to make it season out of your mind, and basically so you can water that plant and try not to put too much water into your plant because you just your shit gonna explode. You gotta take time and shit the way you penetrate. So also we got a Mercury, we got a Saturn conjunct Pluto. So this basically ambition, passion, and drive towards control, self control, and power as far as ambition. So everybody gonna feel the need to basically take power and control over their own self during this time. We do not need to be listening to motherfuckers on the news or the motherfucking news period or the government period. They trying to holocaust your ass. So you want to make sure you take power and control and ambition on what you want to construct in your life, and not allowing the guilt program or the dark motherfucking spiritual warfare of what's going on in the world to try to take power and control over your spirit or your soul or your domain. You want to make sure you put this shit towards where you need it. You put it towards, and also we got Neptune sextile Pluto. So your philosophical points of views and references as far as imagination and belief need to be put towards you, or Pluto gonna come transform everything. Cause as far as what you was learning, as far as in these biblical studies, as far as like any religious God that you was worshiping, if it didn't do you no justice, Pluto gonna make sure it transformed that permanently. And of course, not temporary, but permanently, because we're in a new stage, we're in a new age, we're in a new era. So this is the time to basically put that belief within you. You still got your spiritual power. You got to get it back in some way, shape, or form, because you gave it over to the government, which you was worshiping and reading these motherfucking Bibles, and not basically utilizing the Bible as far as you need to believe in yourself, not believing in shit outside of you. Because when you believe in something outside of you, put time and attention towards something outside of you, you're not putting that shit towards yourself. Control. And of course, they made it seem like you a demon or you're bad if you basically worship yourself, which is fucking crazy. Also, we got Sun trine Jupiter, so this basically being open to new expansion and luck and growth. So basically, if you're open to new expansion and growth and new ways of expanding in your life, you need to be open towards that on a day-to-day basis and routine, and basically having a whole lot of luck in the way you see life and the way you have motherfucking fate too. You need that every day. You need fate in order for you to be open, and your vibrations need to be high, not low. You vibrate low, you in a routine pattern. You vibrate high, you gonna extend. Sun opposing Neptune is confusion with self and spirituality. So we gotta learn how to have balance with all three, which is your self, which is basically dealing with conscious, subconscious, unconscious, spirit, soul, and body. You can't correlate everything into one. They all three separate. Sun opposing Trine, so they're seeing obstacles in the world as far as what you need to transform. Also, we got Moon opposing Uranus. So it's basically emotional awakening and the independency as far as what everybody needs to feel the urge to be doing that towards this time. Get away from people, places, things, especially private home matters, and motherfucking moving out of your neighborhood or out the hood because of all this crazy shit going on. Also, Moon opposing Mars. So it's basically making assumptions and the second guessing yourself. But basically, this is a time to basically reflect that, put that towards shit what you want to you might get into a lot of disagreements or arguments during this time, but Mercury opposing Mars. Be aware of that. Try not to assume things. Also, Venus square Uranus. So it's basically being free of anything or any emotional baggage as far as relationships. You may feel the need to break away from your relationship during this time, break up with your partner. Also, we got Mars square Pluto. It's basically asserting your control and your dominance towards things that's going to benefit or help other people, places, things, and look at you as somebody as a higher force, and not basically putting that towards detrimental shit or basically towards society or what they telling you as far as with these new rules and regulations that the new life that they're trying to put at you. Be aware of that. You can get your ass killed during this time for listening to the fucking government. Also, we got Jupiter conjunct Saturn, so this basically dealing with seriousness, with experiences and career during your lifetime. You want to take this very serious and not play around, not fuck around. This is the time to expand. We're in a new age, a new time. So when shit start hitting surface, you want to make sure you're on point. Also, we got Jupiter trine Uranus, so it's basically being more creative, having intellect and uniqueness as far as humanitarian goals and groups and associations and expansion and growth of spirituality, and also being your own individualistic, unconventional way of presenting yourself to the world. Also, the Jupiter conjunct Pluto is expanding your concentration on personal goals and not fucking around during this time, and basically taking your power back and taking power control over your career or else Pluto and the government gonna trap your ass.